Hey everyone, welcome to In the Beyond. Today I'm back channeling another timeless spigot card reading, and I'm going to be bringing through a mystery message today. So a mystery message from Spirit. We have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the Cayenne card, as well as the citrine point. For pile number 2, we have the blackberry card, as well as this clear calcite crystal. And for pile number 3, we have the mint card. With the clear quartz cluster. So take all the time you need, pause the video if you need to meditate further to see which crystal and which card is really calling to you. That is going to be the pile that has a message for you today. So yeah, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's in the cards and let's go in the beyond. Hey pile 1. If you guys are drawn to the Cayenne card as well as the citrine point, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what mystery message Spirit has for you today. So let's start by pulling a few more cards to get a fuller message. But right away, the Cayenne card, the cayenne pepper, it's very fiery, it's very feisty, very creative energy. So we might be getting a message about creativity here, or just passion and drive. But let's see, a mystery message for my pile 1, please, Spirit. Mystery message for pile 1. What do they need to know today? So we have the 10 of Earth, or the 10 of Pentacles with horsetail. Ooh, we have the 5 of Cups with golden seal. We also have the Daughter of Cups with chamomile. Ooh, the 3 of Pentacles with raspberry. Ooh, the Healer of Cups, or the King of Cups, Healer of Water with seaweed. Interesting energy coming out in this reading. Okay, so your mystery message is about, I believe it's about a period of heavy burdens being lifted, a period of maybe grief, obstacles, adversity. In your past, I think you've had to be a warrior. You've had to have a warrior spirit. You've had to be very strong, very passionate and very feisty, maybe to get through a darker period in your life that was maybe filled with more heavy energies, burdens, weights carrying you down, perhaps grief, perhaps loss, perhaps adversity of some kind. So I see in your past, or like your recent past, or maybe even in your young life, you using your warrior energy to get through those kinds of experiences. And now in the future, they're really talking about healing, connecting back to your inner child here with the chamomile card. They might be speaking about an inner child healing, soothing some of these older wounds, soothing like your hard exterior, and maybe coming into more alignment with softer, compassionate energy, and aiming that compassionate, soft energy at yourself and at your inner child. They're really talking about enjoying the sweetness of life, enjoying the simple pleasures of life, the things that bring you joy. I can see that in the raspberry card. The raspberries, they're very sweet. They help us to be reminded of the sweetness that life can offer, especially after hard, bitter times of things like adversity, grief, loss. energy like that. And then here with the healer of water, you know, this card is deeply talking about the healing powers of water, the healing powers of the ocean. Seaweed is a plant that is very fortified and rich in minerals and can really help strengthen our bodies. After we feel depleted, it can, you know, replenish minerals and help us on our healing journey. I think you are kind of replenishing yourself and your own energy, pouring back into yourself and your inner child, being reminded of the sweetness of life as well. Let's pull a few more tarot cards, and then I'll pull some more oracle cards too. So any more messages, mystery messages from spirit for my pile 1? What does pile 1 need to know right now in this mystery message? I feel like spirit just really wants to help kind of uplift you right now, uplift you from, you know, that harder time of maybe burden and sorrow, and just kind of like this message I feel like is to kind of remind you of like those gentler moments of life, those softer qualities that life can have, those moments of connecting to children or connecting to your own inner child. It's about being very gentle, calm, and nurturing, and I think that's the energy that you would best be served by at this time in your life, is to bring calm, gentle, nurturing energy back to yourself. Yeah, we have the Hermit here. We have the Chariot, yes. The 10 of Thunder, yeah. 10 of Swords, 6 of Stones, and 8 of Cups, beautiful. So yeah, they're talking about similar things with some new advice here. You know, they're really talking about your inner journey here with the Hermit card, your healing journey. And then we have the Chariot coming out with the Bear. So the energy of Hermit and Bear are very similar in this reading, I'm feeling. Connecting to rest, relaxation, self-care, having a time to hibernate, maybe pull back a little bit from being very social if you feel called to, creating a safe, sacred space for yourself, like a cave, an inner sanctum, just like a sacred space that is yours, where you can do this healing work and this healing journey that you are on. You know, connecting to the inner wisdom and your own intuition, connecting to that inner child, really helping yourself to heal and be nurtured at this time with like the beautiful Bear energy of, you know, retreating into your cave to hibernate, to connect to your own inner wisdom and really focus on emotional healing and just healing in general. Because I see here 10 of Swords, 10 of Thunder. You know, I think you have been kind of stretched too thin in these recent months or during this hard journey that you've been on. I see you kind of facing a lot of obstacles and adversity, and you have, you know, this deep warrior spirit who got through it all, and you used your inner strength to climb the mountain, to climb out of the darkness, to conquer the dark night of the soul. And it's now time to pour back into your own cup. I think you've helped a lot of people on your journey. You seem to be, you know, a person who's probably poured a lot of energy into other people's cups, and now it's time to receive energy from the universe and receive life force energy back into your own being. And the 8 of Cups here is just so perfect, because this is all about, I feel like they're really talking about your own emotional healing and you stepping onto a new path of being emotionally whole and fulfilled and walking into a new version of your life where you don't have so much adversity and you don't have so much burdens and obstacles. It's very, you know, the new path will be very light. The new path will feel very comfortable. And I think you will be placing your own nurturing and self-care at the center of your focus on this new path and this new journey. So yeah, really try to connect into the inner child if you feel called to. Try to connect with the sweetness of life. the more joyful and the more innocent moments of life and energies in life. What else? Mystery message for pile 1. Mystery message for pile 1. Any other information that wants to come out for my pile 1? Advice, information, pile 1, mystery messages from spirit. Yeah, I think they're just really speaking about your emotional healing, you feeling like fulfilled and content and happy in your life as well. Ooh, we have Cat here with speak your truth. Have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Yeah, maybe speaking about your journey, speaking about your own truth and the truths and wisdom that you've picked up along the way could really help you guys. I feel like expressing yourself could really help you at this time. Expressing your inner child, expressing the wants and needs of your inner child, really focusing on that throat chakra, focusing on, you know, your truth, your uniqueness, focusing on, yeah, when I tune in, I'm just getting this deep need for your inner child. Your inner child needs to be heard, and your inner child needs to feel like they can speak their truth, they can say their wants and needs and be heard and listened to. So yeah, I think part of your healing journey will be a little bit centered on that throat chakra energy and really putting your own self-care and your own needs as one of your main focuses. We also have Sloth with digital detox, recalibrate, reset, and recharge. Yeah, this is really in alignment with the Bear and the Hermit card. The mystery message from Spirit, they're really talking about you kind of needing alone time to rest and, you know, reset and recharge, become rejuvenated, restored, so you can have that regenerative energy and you can have life force come back into your life. You can be filled with more inspiration, you can be filled with more joy for life, and you can just connect with your own energies and not be distracted by all of the energies that are outside of us. So when we are on the internet and we see all these different energies, when we're scrolling on different apps and things like that, we're just kind of inundated with so much energy from so many different people across the globe. And it can be overwhelming for our nervous systems, and it can be a distraction, and it can kind of disconnect us from our own intuition and from our own energy. And I think you guys would be really served by just taking a bit of a digital detox, having that sacred space like we were talking about before, having you know, your own little spot to connect to your own energy and really, you know, tune into what's happening in your inner world and what's happening with your emotions and what's happening with your inner child and things like that. And it's easier to do those types of things when we are kind of disconnected from the outside world a little bit and we have our own space to really feel our own energy. We also have the Eagle with ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. And I'm just blown away that this card came up, because this whole reading is kind of about healing the past, healing those times of being overburdened and overwhelmed. And this is a beautiful message that spirit, your spirit team, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your ancestors, you know, the spiritual world, the unseen world, they're all holding this beautiful space for you guys. They are supporting you. They are surrounding you and just uplifting you right now. And they really are sending you energy from the other world for you to continue on your healing journey. Because as you heal yourself, you are making the ancestors proud. You are, you know, making your guides proud. You are giving healing energy back to the past as you heal, and you're giving healing energy into the future and the future generations as well as you heal. So this is very important, deep work that you've been doing, and you know, your guides, spirit, the ancestors, they are applauding you, they are lifting you, they are here with you now, supporting you on this beautiful healing journey. So yeah, that's so beautiful. But yeah, that's really what I'm seeing for you guys for your mystery message. Thank you guys, Pile 1, so much for being here today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if this resonated with you, letting me know how it resonated. I always love to read the comments. I just love doing these readings. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey Pile 2, if you guys were drawn to the clear calcite crystal, as well as the blackberry card, let's get into your reading. Let's see what mystery message Spirit has for you today. So you were drawn to the blackberry card, very beautiful card here, and it is actually the devil card, which is very interesting because you know, blackberries, they're so sweet, they're so delicious, but the blackberries, they also do have thorns. So I feel like your message today might have to do with perhaps some kind of thorny energy. As I tune in to this card, I'm getting two messages. One is about protection and boundaries. Another is about releasing limiting beliefs. So let's pull more cards to get into it and get deeper messages here. But yeah, that's just what I'm picking up with that first card here. A mystery message from Spirit for my Pile 2. Mystery message from Spirit for my Pile 2. Mystery message for Pile 2. It's interesting, this card flew out and this card actually came out in Pile 1. So very interesting, the seaweed card. We also have, ooh, the Daughter of Water as well. This card came out in Pile 1. Pile 1 might have caught your attention as well. There might be some messages for you guys in Pile 1. We also have the 9 of Fire with Wild Cherry. We have the 5 of Swords with White Sage. We have the 4 of Air with Lavender. And the 8 of Water with Valerian. This is very, very interesting. Beautiful energy coming through, very radiant. Okay, so just right away, like I was saying, Pile 1 might have resonated with you because they were talking about kind of similar things, like a healing journey. That was more emotional healing. Yeah, I'm getting the same kind of energy from these cards as I was picking up with the blackberry. I think there's a need for protection here because blackberries have those thorns, right? They're protecting that sweet berry. They're protecting the fruit. They're protecting their heart, their radiance. And I feel like you're kind of being asked to focus a little bit on maybe protecting yourself, protecting your space, your energy in some way, if you feel called to do that, whether that is, you know, adding more spiritual things into your energy and space, or if that's just like clearing your energy more. It could be a few different things. So we have White Sage here with the 5 of Air. White Sage is I believe, I don't know if it's endangered, but it's kind of threatened right now because of over harvesting. So white sage is a plant that needs protection and it needs to, you know, not be over harvested. You might feel like your energy has been over harvested in some way, or just like you've been giving energy Maybe you have cords that need to be cut. Maybe you've been in toxic relationships and your energy has been drained, and you might feel those people kind of pulling on your energy still, even though maybe those energies are in the past, something like that. There's a need here for protection and for protecting your spiritual energy. So you could bring things into your daily life to help with that. That could be wearing certain jewelry that you feel is protective or spiritual. So that could be shells, that could be crystals, that could be, you know, any kind of jewelry with like a talisman or any symbol that you feel is very protecting. It could be like something that an ancestor gave you, like, you know, just a necklace from your grandmother or something, and you feel like that is protecting your energy throughout the day. It could be anything like that. You could also bring in things like incense to help kind of clear energy around you, clear the space in your room, or just clear your energy field. You could take salt baths, or just bringing more essential oils, like diffusing them into your space. All of those things are just examples of kind of tending to our energy and keeping our energy and space a little more clear, harmonized, and asking, you know, negative energies to leave. Those things are all helpful for clearing our energy, and there's lots of different things that I didn't mention that might resonate with you. But yeah, there's just this need to clear energy, and I'm just really drawn to this. I feel like it's a knife or something, but I'm not actually sure what this is here, but I feel like it's a knife, and I feel like there might be a need to cut cords, to cut ties with toxic relationships or habits or just things like that. And then there is that other message about like limiting beliefs that you might have, maybe toxic patterns that you might have from past relationships, maybe some old habits that developed in childhood. Maybe people like put you down in some way during childhood, made you not believe in yourself in some way. Maybe they set limiting beliefs. Like your caregivers might have had limiting beliefs around finances or money. You might have grown up in a society with limiting beliefs about certain things like spirituality and things like that. Maybe your family or your culture just wasn't open to something about spirituality. Maybe they weren't open to something that you represented in the world. Like you had a very imaginative energy, and maybe, you know, that just wasn't valued in your home. It could really be anything from your childhood, I feel like, that you might be carrying with you subconsciously at this time. And I'm getting the feeling like it's a limiting belief or a limiting pattern or habit, or just something around you, like something in your identity, like that you hold as like a limiting belief. So it could just be like you not believing in yourself or having self-doubt about like certain things. It's going to be different for everyone here. That's why it's kind of hard to pin down. But I just feel like in childhood there might have been a disempowering narrative around, I keep feeling like around your, like something very central to your being and identity, something very close to your heart, like the things that you liked or the way you expressed yourself. People might have tried to shut you down because you were very like free or open or creative, very spiritual. There's just something like that with that energy here. Because I'm really drawn to the the young child in this card, as well as, you know, this card here, the wild cherry card. We have this hearth, this fireplace, this, you know, this is really, it talks about hearth and home here, and harvesting and time. So I feel like they're talking about something from childhood, like your environment, the energy in the home. You might have over time, a thorn might have came into the way you view yourself, or the way that you believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities, believe in what you can accomplish. Over time, the self-doubt that might have been around you might have seeped into your own being, and you might not have even noticed that it did. But you might have these like thoughts in your head around what you can accomplish, or just like around your worth, like self-worth. Lots of different things are popping up around limiting beliefs. So kind of just focus on, you know, meditating on your own past, your own early environment if you can. Try to maybe contemplate some limiting beliefs you might have about yourself, or you might have about your own story, of like your origin story. Yeah, a lot of contemplation is needed, because we have the Four of Air here with lavender. This card talks about our rest, our reflection. I think you're being called to contemplate and examine the past, and maybe examine limiting beliefs like we were talking about, and examine toxic relationships, and examine your own need to protect your own energy. Because we have the Four of Air and the Eight of Water right next to it, Eight of Cups. These cards speak about a need to rest and reflect. We have the moon reflecting right outside this beautiful bedroom here, because we have this pillow and we have this nightstand with this healing valerian tea. Valerian is an herb that is very calming, very soothing. It really helps people who are struggling to sleep at night. It helps them to calm down and to just relax the nervous system, so people can have restful, deep sleep. Lavender is also a very calming plant, very soothing plant. It's very good to breathe in lavender before bedtime as well. So yeah, they're really talking about a need for rest, reflection, relaxation, and rejuvenation. I think you might need to reflect on these potential thorns in your life, like limiting beliefs, toxic habits or patterns. Maybe you have been, you know, maybe your early life led you to have like a certain emotional patterning, and you have these certain emotional reactions to things that are just kind of like past programming in a way. And it's very common to have these things, especially when we grow up in environments that aren't the most maybe calming and nurturing. But yeah, I just think there's this deep need for rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Reflect on the past, reflect on what might be holding you back, what might be limiting your energy. Is it a relationship? Is it a limiting belief? Do you have self-doubt? Do you have feelings around self-worth that need to be re-examined? All those types of things are really going to help you on this healing journey that you are definitely on. I think you're calling back your energy. I think you're calling back your own sacred space and energy. I think you are really focusing on your self-care and healing at this time. But yeah, let's pull some more oracle cards for my pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know? Any advice or information for my pile 2 for this mystery message from Spirit? Have Peacock with self-love. Time to celebrate you and all of your magnificent light. Yes, Peacock, uniqueness. I was really getting that feeling like there is something very unique and beautiful and magical about you specifically, and I think maybe in your early life you might have been shut down for those unique qualities because they were different and people don't react well to differences. So if you were a very spiritual child or a very, energetic or creative child in a household where those things weren't valued, you might have kind of been shut down. And you might have been told, like, don't do those things, don't have your drawings all over the house, clean up your art stuff. Like, you might have had that kind of like harsher energy in whatever way resonates with you. Maybe you talked about dreams, maybe you talked about seeing spirits, and people in your home were very afraid of that. They were very, like, very, very afraid. Maybe they believed in things like the devil. Maybe they believed in things like hell, and maybe they told you, like, you can't talk about that kind of thing. We don't talk about that kind of thing in this house. That energy is just kind of coming out in this reading. It's gonna be different for everyone here, but there is this kind of this energy here about something very central to you and who you are and your uniqueness and your unique beauty and your unique energy that I think was kind of put down in childhood. And I think you're reclaiming it and you are bringing it back and you are re-empowering yourself with those beautiful gifts that you had in childhood. And yeah, you're just taking back your power. You are fully reclaiming all of these beautiful gifts, and it's really time to celebrate yourself and focus on your self-love. I think you just have this beautiful radiance inside of you that you are reconnecting to and bringing back. We have the Deer with trust. Approach the situation with a light heart. Yeah, I think you have to be very cautious about your heart space right now. It might be very tender, very vulnerable as you do this work, as you re-examine limiting beliefs, thoughts, patterns, habits that you have. Maybe this is very tender work because you have gone through painful situations in the past. Maybe your inner child is very vulnerable. Maybe you've gone through a lot of hardships in childhood. We have these beautiful fawns, these baby deer. I just think there's this tenderness that's needed with your energy, a gentleness, a nurturing, and compassion. Yeah, I'm just getting lots of inner child stuff here. And it's funny because pile 1 was very similar but also very different, but it was about the inner child and healing as well. So yeah, you might have resonated with pile 1. There might be some messages for you there as well, but this is really talking about your self-love. Nurture yourself, maybe go on a reparenting journey if that resonates with you. But yeah, just really celebrate yourself, keep that light heart, keep trusting in spirit on your journey. We have Wolf with heart medicine. Let go of that which does not serve your highest good. Yeah, that's a beautiful kind of like affirmation for you guys. I think you're doing a lot of inner work. You're letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs like we've been talking about. And like a good maybe daily mantra or daily affirmation would be like, I release the things that no longer serve my highest good, or just like something along those lines. But yeah, keep this in mind. You guys are doing so much work to release the past. You're doing so much work to reimagine your story and just like reimagine who you are and what you can do and what you can be. Again, we have heart medicine here. I think it's, it's a time to be very gentle with your heart space. Maybe do some heart chakra meditations if you feel called to. But yeah, your heart and your inner child are really like your central focus at this time. Really nurturing your heart, nurturing your inner child. There's just like this beautiful energy inside of you. It's all connected to your heart. If you feel lost, if you feel like you don't know where to go, always go back to your heart. Your heart will guide you. Connecting back to the things that you loved in childhood will guide you. So yeah, it's so beautiful. Definitely work on releasing all the things that no longer serve your highest and greatest good. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group 2, with your mystery message. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I always love to read the comments. I love to do these readings. Just thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hi, pile 3. If you guys were drawn to the clear quartz cluster as well as the mint card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what mystery message Spirit has for you at this time. So you have the mint card, and I love this card. It's a card speaking about focusing on the positive things in our life while we're going through hardship. Mint is a beautiful, uplifting, inspiring, rejuvenating herb with a lot of healing powers and potentials. But yeah, let's pull more tarot cards to get a deeper message. What is your mystery message from Spirit, pile 3? Mystery message from Spirit for pile 3, please. Mystery message from Spirit for my pile 3. So we have the Sun card that came out. Yeah, I think like your message might be about trying to see the light through a hard situation, trying to see the good in something, or just trying to bring more joy back into your life after grief, loss, hardship. We have the 4 of Fire. So this is the 4 of Wands with Elder. We have the 2 of Air with Chicory, 2 of Swords. We have the 2 of Water with Mallow, 2 of Cups, 2 of Fire with Bee Balm. Wow, this has like never happened. And we have the Hyatt of Air with Catnip, so the Daughter of Air with Catnip. We have the Daughter of Earth with Linden. Wow, I've never had so many like of one number come out in a reading. So 2s, we have 3 2s. And we have 2 of the Daughter cards, which is 2 of the Page cards in traditional tarot. Okay, so this is very interesting, very intriguing energy here. The 2s are all about decisions. They're all about duality, right? Like 1 or 2, this or that. You might be going through a big decision right now, something to kind of like a very important decision that will kind of affect your life, like maybe a career decision, a living situation change, or just yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's just a lot of interesting energy coming out. The 2s can also be about, giving and receiving. Chicory kind of speaks about letting go of limiting beliefs. Mallow kind of speaks about soothing and healing. Bee Balm, it kind of talks about pollinators being open to new relationships, new opportunities. And then we have the 2 Page cards here, and these kind of talk about our inner child, keeping that playful, curious energy, being somebody who has that open mind and open heart. We have the 4 of Wands here with Elder. This card really speaks about magic and medicine and ancestors and ritual, and in this card they are creating wands. So I feel like you're being kind of asked to focus and kind of believe in magic again. Focus on your inner child. It's funny, the inner child has actually come up in pile 1 and 2 as well. This is very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So if you felt called to any of those other piles, there might be a message for you in those other piles as well. But I think the mystery message here, they're really talking about like you might have gone through a grief or a loss. You might have, lost a friend. You might have ended a relationship. You might have ended a romantic relationship, or just like maybe a business partnership ended. Maybe something in your career life has shifted and ended, and it caused a lot of grief and potentially upheaval emotionally, and just kind of like feeling kind of down on life in general. And the mystery message is talking about taking the lessons you've learned through that hardship and trying to be re-inspired again to believe in magic, to believe in miracles, be re-inspired to let joy and happiness and sunshine into your life. This card talks about happiness. The energy of happiness draws in more of that same energy and more of that same vibration. So when we are happy, we are more likely to receive more happiness and attract more experiences that will bring us more happiness. So I feel like you're really being called to kind of make a decision to bring in more happiness into your life, to like make a decision to focus on joy and the sweetness of life, even though you might have gone through some really hard times and some serious hardships as well. Try to make that decision to soothe yourself and bring in happiness and be open to relationships again, and to be open and receive creativity again, and be open to, that playful, joyful energy that you probably were very connected to in childhood as well, being really connected to the belief in magic and the belief in fairies and the belief in like mystical energies and miracles as well. I feel like maybe pulling a few more cards for you guys to maybe kind of go deeper here. A mystery message for pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know right now? Mystery message for pile 3. Yeah, giving and receiving. I think maybe you help a lot of people. Maybe you help a lot of people to be happy and inspired. And I feel like you're being called to receive happiness and inspiration. Make a conscious choice to look for happiness in your life and look for that sweetness again. The Lovers here. Beautiful. Duality again coming out. That binary, that one, that two, that choice, that this, that, that two energy coming out again. 7 of Stones here, beautiful. The 2 of Stones again, wow. 10 of Wands, yeah, burdens. The 9 of Wands, beautiful, creative energy. And the 10 of Stones here, yeah, happiness. They're talking about, okay, again, they're talking about that duality. We have the Lovers and the 2 of Stones coming out. Duality again, focusing on this, focusing on that. The Lovers here, this is all about duality. 2 people coming together to be, one thing. With the Lovers, I'm getting like that Gemini energy, that twin energy, that binary 2 energy. So yeah, you might have ended a romantic relationship. You might be feeling a heavy heart from some kind of grief, ending, or loss here. You might be weighing a very big decision in your mind, like you might have 2 big opportunities and you might need to pick between both of them. So the guidance here is talking about, if you are making a decision, be open to things like meditation, clearing your mind, getting very still, getting very quiet, so you can kind of hear your intuition and hear the divine guidance from spirit, so you can be guided and led in the right direction. Always follow your intuition and follow your heart, connect to your higher self, and your guides, whatever higher powers you like to connect to for guidance at this time. Like I said, there is that energy of kind of focusing, like where is your focus? Will you focus on this or that? Will you choose happiness, or will you choose to focus on what didn't work out, what ended, what got lost, what's in the past? Try to shift your focus away from losses and burdens to things that will bring you happiness and things that you love, things that light you up, things that make you feel inspired and creative, because we have the 9 of Wands here as well. So yeah, shift your focus from burdens to happiness. We also have the 10 of Stones here. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This talks about, you know, financial stability, happiness. This figure has this beautiful third eye lit up and radiant. This card to me always speaks about happiness, and it speaks about being in tune with our intuition and our higher self. So I feel like you're being called to connect in deeper to your higher self and your higher guidance. Meditate on this decision if you are making a big decision, if you're deciding between maybe 2 people in some way, or 2 job opportunities, whatever it is, 2 homes, whatever. I feel like, you know, you're just really being called to get quiet, make a conscious effort to connect to divine guidance and higher self, and to really use meditation and contemplation to help you make this decision. And it might be very difficult, but I feel like in your heart you will know what to do with this decision. And yes, for the other people resonating with, you know, grief and loss, it's definitely about making that conscious decision to focus on joy, happiness, and the sweetness of life. So maybe there's something from childhood that you could bring back into your life to bring you some joy and happiness. Like maybe you had a hobby, or like something that you love to do. Maybe it's just connecting to the sweet things in life, like you know, eating more indulgent food for a day, like giving yourself something sweet, or just giving yourself a small moment of joy and happiness, and then looking for more joy and more happiness. As you allow yourself to experience a little bit of happiness, it's going to grow, and you are going to connect with deeper things and deeper magic. And yeah, just allowing yourself to explore new places where you can find joy, new experiences where you can find joy. It's all about finding more happiness and more joy in small steps. So let's pull some more oracle cards for you guys to get some more messages and advice for my pile 3. Mystery message and advice for pile 3. We had 2 in that. Okay, so we have the honeybee, divine feminine. You're being called on to rise. Yeah, I think you're being called to like step up. You're being called, like maybe with your decision, to rise, or like with the honeybee, you're being called to find sweetness and to find, you know, sweet nectar again. You're being called to rise out of like the dark night of the soul, if that resonates with you. We also have the crane with surrender. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. Yeah, really being open, guys. Open to freedom, open to new possibilities, open to magic, open to miracles. We also have the hedgehog with acceptance. Embrace who you are. Embrace your magic. Embrace your mysticism. Really connect to your intuition. Oh my goodness, we have starfish with intuition. I was just going to talk about intuition with the hedgehog card, but then starfish came out. So yeah, I was going to say, just listening to your intuition. If you are making a big decision, you guys will know as you connect deeper to your intuition. This card says, listen to your soul's truth, think less and feel more. Really connect into your heart at this time. Connect into your subtle feelings, into your energies. That is going to lead you to help you like make this big decision. And just focusing on your intuition will allow you to connect deeper into joyful and happy experiences as well if you resonate with that message. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group 3. Thank you all just so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I always love to read the comments and I love to do these readings. I sincerely hope to see you in one of my next readings, and thank you guys so much for being here today.